Was I wearing this shirt yesterday? Hey, good Tuesday evening to you. How are you, everybody? It is good to see you, and it is good to be seen by you. I, of course, am the one and only Bill Sylvie, a.k.a. the Dungeon Delver. Welcome to the show. How are you? How are you, new people who have just joined up? Because my goodness, just people have been coming in every day, and I couldn't be happier about that, guys. That is just awesome. I'm very, very happy you guys are here. Good evening, Pepe Clifton, insert name here, Dirty History and Hobbies. But anyway, I'm just very, very happy you're all here. And guess what? I want to mention a couple of things because this is cool. The first patron-backed module, patron and subscriber module, went out today. That's right. So that's a thing that's happened, and I'm very, very happy that you guys seem to be happy. I haven't gotten any hate mail. Let me just say that. But the night is young. The night is young, but no, I'm really happy about it. It is module P1, of course, P for patrons. And as I said, as I promised, it's a short module. They'll get a little bit longer. Okay. Look, it has been a long time since I have written something for me adventure wise. So, it took me a little bit to get my sea legs under me for that. But I hope you guys like the layout, the old school look. And I really, really hope you enjoyed it. Yes, you can absolutely send me hate mail, Vincent. But I prefer it in the form of comments underneath the videos. If you are just coming by here, if YouTube has sent you here, if you're just checking me out, because I don't stop spamming social media with links to this, please click the subscribe button, click the bell icon for notifications. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, tell me what you liked. I'll do more of it. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you didn't like. I'll do less of that. Do you see how flexible I'm willing to be for you guys? That's just kind of what I do. It's all part of the Delver's Dungeon customer service. So come over here if you'd like to get serviced by me. Anyway, Todd, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. But anyway, so that's a very, very cool thing that got out there. Maybe some typos in it. It is what it is. If you want it corrected and you want a corrected version, let me know, and I'll do that too. Because what happened was Word crashed. That Word crashed. What is this, like Windows 95? Word crashed. Word itself, the application is no longer responding. Click close to close application, crashed. Microsoft Word. I know. I was shocked too. So when I did the restore thing, it was probably the earlier draft that I restored because I was in haste, because I told you guys it would be out this afternoon and someone was putting the PDF together for me. And so that is what happened. We're using Word 2093. I actually have a registered copy of Microsoft Office 2007, which Microsoft hates. They hate that they were forced by many corporations to turn the authentication servers back on for Office 2. So if you have a copy of Office 2007, I would install it on a bunch of stuff and activate it. Even if like you're not going to use it immediately, like, you know, install it on your laptop and then clone that drive to something, you know, just clone that drive to a network and then nuke it and start back over. But just so you can bring your OS with that installed back in. No, it's Word 07. It is the Enterprise Edition of Microsoft Office. It's on DVD-ROM. I actually own it on DVD-ROM. I copied the ISO to a thumb drive, but I got it when optical drives were still a thing. But anyway, so that's what's going on with that. But it's out there now. It's out there now. If you're one of my friends coming in over from Twitter, welcome. Thank you for being here. And I want to just say that you know, you're welcome to hang out with us. Now I want to mention something here. Who was this? This was from Patreon. I saw the link from Patreon over on my main PC. Let me see here. Hang on a second. Scrolling. I know I saw it here. God dang it. Anyway, we have a new patron at the $10 level. Mark Copeland, thank you. I got whoa. Went Jordan Peterson there for a second. Wash your balls. I got the Patreon notification, Mark, that you have joined us. However, I did not have time to insert you into the credits of glory, which of course come at the end of the show. Fear not, we are many hours away from the end of the show. But thank you so much, Mark Copeland, for being a Master Thief backer. That entitles you to next month's module and all the modules that come after that, as long as you're still subscribed. I'm excited about it. I'm very excited about that. So thank you all very much, those of you who support me. Now, let's talk about cool things that are coming on the show. I know I talked about cool things that are coming on the show last night, but there's still more cool stuff. And you might not have been here last night. You might not know about this, but let me just mention one thing before we get into that. If you're here to watch us play First Edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, that kicks off in a little less than 25 minutes. So hang out, put your feet up. You've got plenty of time to go in the kitchen and get a beer. Go ahead. Just turn the volume up so you can hear me. No, up. Yeah, turn it up. Yeah, go get a beer. No, we're fine. No, go. I'm not going to do anything visual. Just go. Just listen. Just listen. Okay. So anyway, I am doing another limited 3D print run of the Eye Beast. The terrible TSR Eye Beast is being reprinted in a very limited run. Now, it is more than last time, but as I have 2,000 followers on Twitter, I thought I would extend this. So, behold her, because I think it's a female, because it doesn't have junk hanging down. Behold her, the Eye Beast. And I really hit it out of the park with these. You might say, wham. And my Hispanic next door neighbor was asking me about these, and I said, it's a monster, Manuel. Those are those particular critters $35 a piece. 100 pre-orders on those. 100. Order 1, order 5, order 10. $35 a piece. They go into production when I hit the 100 orders. And I'm going to announce this over on Twitter. Fuchsia, hello. The focus is driving you bats. Are you talking about Out at the Edge? I'm sorry. Unless somebody wants to send me a Panaflex camera or a Red, have you got $18,000 to send me a 32K camera? But anyway, you will you'd like number 433 on base. Yes, there was a request about will I number the bases? Sure, I'll number the bases. But anyway, so these particular ones, these particular I beasts, and that's the letter I, like Apple. Oh God, no, I'll get sued by them too. AY. It's AY. I beast. You will receive how many ever you order after I get the set number of pre-orders. When I say, hey guys, the 100th person placed a pre-order today, then you start sending me money, not before. Don't send me a bunch of money. Yes, you can. Absolutely. You absolutely can. Here's what you do. Email me. My email address is the same as my PayPal address down there. Email me. Put Beholder Print. Even though that's not what this is. In the subject line, tell me how many you want and what your mailing address is, and double check your mailing address, please. The last go round of minis that I had a bunch. I didn't have a bunch. I had a set that kept coming back to me. And the person who ordered them was like, where's my stuff? And I was like, I've been mailing you your stuff. Well, they left a number out of their address. So, bsylvia@gmail.com. The number of models you wish to purchase and your mailing address. And I'm going to set December 1st as the date. Now, if I get 999, yeah. If I get 99, am I going to say nope, failed? Probably not. If I get like 9, yeah, I'm probably not going to do a print run. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yes, insert name here. You can absolutely do that. I'm making a list for the Pinkertons. No, Bob, it wasn't you. It was not you. And I will again as soon as we get 100 orders, I will let you guys know, and then you can pay me. Shipping is not included. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Some folks out of the country on the last order of minis I did bought them, and I kind of got wiped out. I basically ended up paying to ship minis to some people out of the country. Thank you, TK. Thank you very much. What's up, LHRPG? Now, what I am going to try to do on these, and I will keep you guys, because there are 99 left. There are 99 iBeast miniatures left. One just got ordered. That's how serious I am about this. I will update you guys. I love tyrants. Do. Oh, I'm gonna get content match for that, aren't I? If we were on Twitch, I would already be banned. I'd already be kicked and banned and my channel deleted, and all of the money in my Patreon and PayPal account would be sucked out and sent back to you guys for that little snippet of the popular Nana Cold War song. Local, I saw that. Thank you very much. But anyway, what I am going to do, the last print I did of these, several of them arrived to their purchasers with eye stalks, not just broken off, but shattered, because it's resin. Now, they make ABS-like resin. Rather than experiment with something temperamental, I'm going to stick with the resin I have. But as I said last night, what I am going to do is I'm going to make it so that you will put the eye stalks on yourself. That is to say, you yourself will put the eye stalks onto the beholder. You're welcome to glue them to yourself. I don't. Once it's shipped to you, I don't care what you do with it. Don't tell me if it's something horrible. But anyway, so that's how that all goes. And there are 98 of these iBeast, AYEBEST, iBeast figurines available. So you will attach to the miniature the eye stalks. Sound like I'm directly translating German to English. Throw me up the stairs, my hat. So I am as busy as a one-legged man at a butt-kicking contest and about as useful. So on the topic of 3D printed stuff, I will not buy this record. It is scratched. I will not buy this tobacconist. It is scratched. Yes, I can, Ricky. Thank you so very much for the super. Everybody. Ricky just bought himself a little bit of advertising. Very smart. Yes, you can get a shout out about your episode tomorrow on running games for blind players on DN Disability. Absolutely. Why don't you dip into the green room and put your YouTube URL up, and I will paste it up instead of your super, because I see your super. I take your money and I hold it to my heart, and I appreciate that. So hop over into the green room, because for those of you who don't know, Ricky Maru, of course, is Thane Kyle, and he plays Sir Standard in our Tuesday night advanced Dungeons and Dragons soiree that we do around here. So I will paste that up for you as soon as it gets here. Now, I'm going to warn you guys for sitting on the fence. I'm going to warn you. Oh, it actually lets you put the URL up there. Wow. I think that's because you have an invite, like because you're technically a guest. So yeah, check that out. Don't worry about what time. Go subscribe to his channel. Click the subscribe button, the bell icon. You guys know the drill. And then you don't have to worry about what time. You'll just know. So, anyway, with regard to the beholders, and there are 3 that have been purchased now. 3 that have been purchased now. So there are 97 available. 97 beholders. if that's what I was going to call them, and it's not. They are eye beasts. There are 97 eye beasts left. I'm going to announce the sale of the eye beasts on Twitter. You guys, Twitter moves fast, so it could go completely unnoticed. Or I could wake up tomorrow and have 97 orders, all from users on Twitter. And it could all be one person. Ellen's like, haha, I'd like those. But anyway, so if you're sitting on the fence, if you're like, yeah, I follow Bill, hey, still don't do, maybe, I'm just gonna warn you. Look, I'm gonna call it Twitter till the heat death of the universe, okay? Which secret, Mrs. the Dungeon Delver, Immortal Vampirus, got me right here on our first date, so I will be around for that heat death of the universe. But anyway, so do please get your orders in. If you're sitting on the fence and you're like, they'll be here, they could not be here. Oh wait, did I say that there are 97? There are 96 because one of these is 2 orders. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. 97. I mistook a personal email from one of you kind folks. Yeah, Lux, you're absolutely right. But I'm also not, a massive software company that is now owned by Nintendo. Signs up the account to listserv lists of lists. Damn you! Good evening, Joshua Garlock. Hello, Ian Wise. So we're going to be starting Advanced Dungeons and Dragons in just a few minutes. Now, I will tell you, so if you're new to this, Orbital Air, me send free half stick this week, me promise. Anyway, if you are new to the channel, and if you are not new, Kool-Aid, put your hand down. I won't let you go to the crayon box if you'd keep doing that. Anyway, if you're new to the channel and you're like, hey, this cat's going to be playing some AD&D here in the next 6 minutes and 30 seconds when I finish saying this very sentence right here. You might be thinking, well, okay, I don't really dig on watching people play D&D. Here's the thing. This is not scripted. This is Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, just like you were hanging out in a comic store. The only stuff on the side I talk to these guys about is bookkeeping stuff. There are no scripts. There are no guarantees for survival. And I mean that. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the super LHRPG dipping out into Cyberpunk Red next week. The recap will be posted on our channel in One Shot's playlist. Very cool. Panzuza, hello. Oh, Todd, take care of yourself. Be well, brother. But the point is, guys, it's not scripted. There's no guaranteed survival. There's no like character favorites. And that, I mean, merch for this show is coming. I have original Dungeons and Dragons artist Tracy Lesh is finishing up the design for merch. Cups, glasses, beer mugs, t-shirts, coasters, posters, toasters, roasters, Vosters, and I don't even know what a Voster is. It's something they have on Teespring. I'm a little freaked out by it. But all of that, you will be able to get our merch logo on, and I think you're going to like it. See, I'm calling it a merch logo because it's not just like the Delver's Dungeon in text. No, this is something special. Yes. They're $27 million. And of course, you have to have licenses and yearly inspections and that sort of thing. But yes, you can get the Delver's Dungeon merch logo on our special limited edition roller coaster. So yeah, you're not just going to get like, oh, look, it says the Delver's Dungeon. That'll look good in a Goodwill box in a year and a half. No, you're getting artwork from Tracy Lesh. Not just like a little squiggle design either. And I'm not going to spoil it any more than that. So that's coming. Save your pennies up for that too. And it's going to go on spring, and you guys are going to have so many options. I did a print run of the Invisible Horse. already. You missed it. Nope, not an owlbear, Vince. Vince Vaughn. Wouldn't that be nice? Not an owlbear, Vaughn. Not a bobblehead of me. My head bobs around enough. Cat orange whistling. I don't know what that means. Lux, be well. Take care of yourself. Have a lovely evening. Love you. But anyway, so yes, there will be merch coming. But the thing, I don't know why I started talking about merch and got completely described. Oh yeah, the Invisible Horse will never ride off into the sunset. It's not me in a chainmail bikini, that I can promise you. The live stream game is here for your edification as well as your entertainment. In other words, if you've never played first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons and you have a question about how it works, then absolutely unquestionably ask in the Discord. And if an audience member doesn't beat me to it, I will do my best to answer your question. Why are you rolling percentile dice when you're beating guys up? Well, the unarmed combat system in AD&D is a little strange, and here's how it works. I'm not going to stop the whole game and explain it to you, but I'll say here is it happening. So please, if you have any questions, just ask. Just ask. This isn't something you sit back from. All right. I'm like a good football official. I'll tell you why the flag was thrown. No, I'm better than that. I'm like the guys in the booth who will do the replay and say, okay, see how he's going in here? All right, that his foot is actually out of bounds when he catches the ball. That's what you get. That's what you get. Thank you for the GW kitty. Okay. It's all jokes till Trampier draws. I love that statement. Everybody a badass till Errol Otis starts drawing the monsters. So we're just waiting on a couple more people to filter into the green room. We're missing just one or two people to get going. Mobius, good evening to you. So I woke up this morning puttering around, drinking coffee, and cackling at the peanut gallery's antics. What a life, eh? But anyway, so before we start, while we're waiting for a couple more people to roll in, which I picture Doomsword, because Doomsword's not in the back room yet. I kind of picture Doomsword like Peter Finch in Network, you know? Good evening, Mr. Doomsword. I must make my witness. Sure thing, Mr. Doomsword. If you don't know the scene I'm talking about, for God's sake, go watch Sidney Lumet's Network. Written by Patty Chayefsky. It will rob you of any last remaining shreds you had of hope for this country. And it was written in 1976. I highly recommend it. Bill and Tracy today. Tracy, his drawing easel ready. Bill, his ideas falling out of his mouth. But anyway, yeah, I want you guys to ask questions during the AD&D live stream. That's a pretty fun thing to do with it. Dirty, if you know, if you're gonna have it, you might enjoy it. You might enjoy it more having it like that. There are comments from the green room. Speaking of Doomsword, if one of my erstwhile players could go give him a gentle jostle over on Discord and let him know that we're ready to play. See, that's, you know, there's no like, I paid Studio Acom $900,000 for a 15-second opening sequence, and then another $450,000 to secure the rights to pseudo medieval electronic music to introduce my characters. I'm like, hey, somebody go out in the store and tell Doomsword to get back here. We're starting the game in a minute. Oh yeah. I mean, it's a lovely piece. Yeah, I know the one, Cooley. The trash compactor. Shut them all down. Hurry. I feel dirty touching this on screen, but it's nice, I guess. But I wonder if the bugbears, it's been a long time since I did a deep dive on the postcard set that WotC put out. That is like half old school art. And I wonder if Tramp's bugbears are in there. Probably not. It's probably not considered iconic enough. It's not like, you know, the cover to Basic or, you know, the Dungeon Master's Guide or anything like that. Yeah, this is D&D art. I consider this a supplement to Art and Arcana, so I think I'm in the clear. But it is 100 postcards twice. Basically, it's 50 postcards and then 50 postcards, and it's all classic D&D art. Now, classic D&D art, it's got second and third and fourth edition stuff in it too. The bulk of it is truly classic D&D art, so you get stuff Monster Manual, Dungeon Master's Guide, the proper ones. Yeah, WWE is going to send John Cena to suplex me. What, local Gumby? Yeah, that thing's all right. Suplex, yeah. The Iron Lawyer. All right, so Doomsword will be along shortly. Shake a la Shake versus the Iron Yuppie. So as soon as he gets in, we'll get rolling. Oh, speaking of bear poked, here's a funny thing that happened today. That you guys don't have to prepare care packages. You don't have to write up fake attorney letters or anything like that. I sent to the computer today, and I went back into the dashboard. I went into the YouTube dashboard. And lo and behold, a whole swathe of my videos are marked as not available for monetization. Videos that had been monetized before. I'd got no emails. I'd got no notifications. My channel was chugging right along. I was upset, to say the least. So, in a surprising bit of not going Incredible Hulk, as I have done before, I actually calmly reached out to YouTube tech support and I was like, pardon me, would you have any what the fuck do you think you people are doing? And they actually did. There was some kind of... The videos were still generating revenue. I was still getting revenue. And it was a tiny hiccup anyway. But the videos were marked that way because of a coding error. I got them on the phone and they're like, yeah, let me go talk to an engineer. 5 minutes later, they asked if you could please refresh the page. And I refreshed the page. Everything is fine. So everything was hunky and dory. And guess who just came in the green room? The one, the only Doomsword Deathmaster. Are you guys ready? You're not ready. You're not ready. For some first edition advanced Dungeons and Dragons, do you think you can handle it? Let me know in the comments below, because we're about to do it. Get my headphones on. And let us welcome the one, the only, Kevin as Tonstal. Kevin, what's up?
Oh, greetings.
Good evening, good evening.
Good dwarf.
We came to a standard around here, a Sir standard. So everybody, put your hands together and then take them apart and then put them back together again in rapid succession for Thane Kyle as Sir standard.
Wow, I'm second today. That's rare.
Well, you know, it's a very carefully balanced order on the screen that is determined by when you guys showed up. Here's Mobius, and here's Mobius again, and here's Mobius again, and here's Mobius again, and so on and etc. Playing Duran the Cleric.
Evening.
Duran the Robot. Good evening.
Oh, not again.
He's a cleric of Metallus. Wom, 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 wom. And of course, the half-orc with the most. Everybody say hello to Doomsword as Vroog Dorn.
What's up?
All right. So, gentlemen, last week, the Caves of Chaos. You had returned back to the keep after having disposed of some orcs, and then gone back to dispose of more orcs. What are your intentions now, gentlemen? And I should catch you up while you discuss this amongst yourselves or think to decide. Your thiefly companion, Grimsby, you encountered a band of gnomes who themselves were trying to plunder the orc caves. Grimsby, being a halfling, has a great affinity for his gnomish cousins. So when you returned to the keep for a brief repast, a bit of repose, Grimsby came to you and said, "Ah, yes, my fellows, as it would happen, I recognize a distant cousin of mine amongst the good gnome folk, who I would like to spend a period with discussing and catching up matters of great import to the Shirelands. Could you spare me, perhaps, for a se'nnight or two to enjoy the warm company and friendship of my dearth of friends yonder?"
A se'nnight? Yeah, that's a bit of a long vacation. We'll give you 3 days.
Well, I shall do my level best to help them understand the alacrity that you place on the need for my presence. But soft, fetch me in 3 days, and we shall see how things stand then. And he goes off with them. Okay, so he has temporarily parted company. What are your next moves, gents?
Well, friends, I thank you for the scroll. I'm going to put it to a party decision here. Do you want me to sell it or do you want me to keep it?
That is correct. The party last week, audience, located a 6-die scroll of fireball amongst the orcish treasure.
What would selling it do for us?
Well, it'd probably get us near 1,000, or at least nearer 1,000 that we'd have. If I had to give a guess, being a magic user, I can guess the value of scrolls. I would
Could
presume.
save our lives in close quarter games.
But that's the other question, right? Is if we're outnumbered 10-1, it'll at least help even the odds to about 3-1.
No, I meant if you let her go off in close quarter caves, we're all going to die.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's the 3-1. 3 enemies
Final-
left. One of us left.
Yeah.
Final defensive fire on my grid. It's been a lovely fucking war, gentlemen.
Yeah. But nonetheless, if we're all going to die anyway, it may as well save it for the gamble. So that's the predicament I am in. I'm of two minds, right? We either save it for when we need it, or we sell it now and we all benefit some. I myself, I believe, could be a better fighter. The XP for that DM was what? 2,500 for level 1?
I'm sorry, the XP for the scroll?
No, for the fighter. What max?
To level up. To level up. Yes. Okay, so for those of you who may not be pursuant with knowledge of first edition AD&D, different character classes have different XP tables, and that's really the way it should be. But we can argue that at another time. Just understand I'm right. Let's see. Fighters to go from first to second, I believe, is 2501.
Excellent. If we keep the scroll, I will have enough to level. If we sell the scroll, I will be able to afford to level. So that's the other predicament.
And the predicament is me as well.
Indeed.
What am I supposed to do? I ain't
that-
got enough cash either.
That's
So you may as well keep it.
Okay, because we could get pretty close to leveling, you and I, right? And actually, like, affording it if I were to sell it right now. But
Well, if it works for us both, if you can get us both training, I'll go for it.
well,
My apologies.
Enough.
My apologies. The level is 2001. 2001 is
that's
the.
fine. I'm still the issue for me is cash. It's not experience.
Same here. I'm beyond that, but I'm short.
Gladly loan you my
I didn't think anything was beyond you, Vrug.
Well, I could start smashing heads, Smashing heads and stealing pouches.
Those are the two minds of it. So what do you say, Vrug? Do you want to sell it or do you want to save it for a let's nuke them from orbit and all die in glorious fire?
Well, if we even found trainers around here, I ain't seen a fighter worth his salt.
Baron maybe, but yeah, no, you're right.
So here is the straight dope, which I'm talking about information. YouTube, please don't at me. Here is the lowdown on scrolls. It is 100 XP per spell level. Now that is not cumulative. If you found a scroll that had 25 castings of magic missile written on it by some schizo magic user, probably Zegig, it is not worth 25 times 100 gold pieces. It is worth 100 gold pieces. It is a single first level spell, even if it's multiple times.
Interesting.
Regarding the XP, it is 3 times. I'm sorry. Yes, 3 times its XP value. So in this case, Fireball is a 3rd level spell. There is but a single spell on it, Fireball. 3rd level spell. It is worth 300 experience points. It is worth 900 on the open market should you choose to sell it.
Correct. Absolutely. So that's the rub, right? And it's 2K to level. So And yeah. So what do we think, gents? Do we want to keep it?
May as well until we find some sort of opportunity. I mean, at least in terms of having a trainer or somebody we trust that can do that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's 1,500 to level, right? Assuming that you've played well. So I mean, I'm a good 1,000 away. Yeah. Probably more. Probably like 1,200 away. And even though I've got plenty of experience, I exceed the next level at 553. So, yeah. But we need cash, and we need to seek out somebody to train us. Just kind of like out of character or whatever.
And yeah, and to be fair, it's going to be like a year. Given the rate at which we play, it's going to probably be about a year before I'm of level to cast Fireball myself. So if we have to use the scroll, I'm not bent.
I've seen enough of ye magic. It pains me to say it for an elf, but it's quite powerful.
So, friends, live bet here. Live bet. What do you say by the time we hit 5th level, we all die to water spiders again?
I'll take that over the toad and the damn well.
I love me some water spider. Much more flavorful.
All right. So it sounds like we have an accord here. We're going to keep the scroll for the time being. Where do we want to go back to? Have we cleared out... We've cleared out the orcs, it sounds like. So what's next?
Well, we had entered a cave. We had entered a cave to the west of the orc cave. We found some sturges. Vile beastie.
Yeah, they suck. Get it? They suck.
We didn't make it much farther.
Well, if we run into sturges again, I can take care of them. Literally all of them, all at once. So...
I had a fine time smashing them myself.
So. All right, well. Mobius, was that something from you? You're doing that priest and Metalis thing again.
Sell it, keep it. Up to you guys. I can't use
it. He said sell it or keep it. He can't use it.
I was about to ask, was that you, Tonstal? But no, that was Mobius.
Oh, no. I haven't spoken regarding this spell. I can't cast it. And I'm not even... I'm half leveled in XP, so...
Yeah.
Might
cast the fireball scroll! Crumble.
What would be the mischance, TM, actually? This is something that would educate the other players greatly. What is the mischance if I were to cast that scroll right now? What is my success chance?
That is incumbent on your wisdom. What is your wisdom?
My wisdom's actually pretty decent. It's a 14.
Let's see.
It's not my highest stat. I reserved that for index and strength, but
so 14. Mm-hmm. There's essentially no chance.
None, huh?
Yeah. You got to go down to 12 or less to start getting a chance of spell failure.
Okay, so I can just use it. Awesome.
Unless that only applies... Let's double check that, because that might only apply to clerics and their spells, and it might actually be a little bit different. But let's see. Let's go over to scrolls.
I remember there being a level difference thing, like a percentage for failure, depending on how far apart your caster level and like.
There is.
Yeah. But I don't.
Let's see.
It's been too long.
Here we are. Spell level of spell scrolls, magic spell failure. And this, for those of you who want to follow along, this is page 128 in the Dungeon Master's Guide. This is what I was thinking of. Last night during my non-broadcast AD&D game, we actually had something with cleric scrolls come up, hence me crossing my wires. That's what happens when you play Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2, 3, and sometimes 4 times a week. If a spell user acquires a scroll with spells of a level not yet usable by the character, the spell user may still attempt to use the spell. The chance of failure or other bad effect is 5% per level difference between the character's present level and the level of magic use at which the spell could be used. So it's a 15% chance that you'll cast Fireball and Furball will instead appear.
I can... Oh, wait a second. So I can cast 3rd level spells at level 4. I thought it was level 5. Because I'm 1st level. So difference between 1st to 5th is 4, right?
That is correct. And you will have up to a 20% chance. I mean, you could cast 9th level spells if you wanted. That's 40. You'd have a 40% chance of something going awry.
I mean, that is how you have the... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, well, actually, no, I should say it is not the level difference. It's the level at which you can cast the spell. So it's actually 25% chance of failure.
Yeah.
So, and then let's say it does fail 95% of the time, it's total failure. The spell is obliterated off the scroll, and you just, again, what's the old cartoon, summon lemon, and the magic user's dang cursive. Harmful or reverse effect chance then becomes 5%. So, I roll percentile dice, 01 to 95, it just doesn't work. 96 to 100, and like it detonates around you all, something like that.
I guess that is how you get the level 1 magic user student accidentally summoning a demon.
Yep.
All right, gents. Want to go back to the Sturges then?
Yep.
I'd prefer that over the use.
Ain't standing around here.
Yeah, all right. I can't do much against the U's, so don't look at me.
I'm good and buzzed now, mates. Let's roll.
Are we bringing all the men in arms?
That's what they're there for, right?
Indeed. 2 we pay, 2 we don't. So, all right, let's go.
All right. So you decide you pack up and you head back to the caves. Now you've still got a man at arm who's going to need a couple of days to recuperate. He was in a coma for a bit.
He gets to suffer with the gnomes.
Yeah,
that's what he gets.
All right, so you're heading back. Where are you headed to? So you have a few different cave openings you can stick your heads into as you wish. On the second level, I should probably, there's a couple of things I should probably do. One, I should make sure that I have the die roller up, that it is turned on, and that it is working. So let me just fire off a quick, we'll use the D10 check to see if, you guys encounter a huge ancient gold dragon along the way. It is working and you do not. Oh, we lost, whoops. There you are, Doom Sword. Okay.
Yeah, I got a new camera and it's way different than my webcam. Sorry.
I understand.
I think I'm all set now though.
Okay. So yeah, nothing comes along, and the die roller is up and working. I just checked it out. Nothing comes along to bother you guys on your journey back to the caves. What time of day are you going?
Early.
Morning.
That would be my assumption.
Yeah.
Vroog tends to start drinking at 6 as long as they're serving. So, by about 9, 10 o'clock, he's feeling not drunk. Okay, he just likes to get a little buzz. He learned his lesson.
Yeah. I mean, a breakfast pilsner. Who doesn't enjoy that, right?
Yeah.
6 a.m. is pretty early to start drinking, but okay.
Well, see,
Hi, man.
It's probably 6 a.m. in the Palmar.
we start him with
All right.
Bloody Marys, and that's his breakfast.
There you go. So, some of that citrus beverage and some sparkling wine mixed together is quite tasty. All right, so you find yourself back in the ravine. Nothing untowards jumps out at you, and looking around the ravine. You have the cave where you'd fought the orcs up on the kind of mid level on the north side of the ravine. Come on, stop doing that. Thank you. So yeah, you've got the two caves the cave where you fought the orcs. It's closer to the opening of the ravine, but further up than the cave where you fought the kobolds. You've got another cave about 2/3 of the way down the ravine on roughly the same altitude. Beyond that is a copse of trees, and you think you can see a cave opening behind there. And almost at the you're showing us there you go. Almost at the pointy end of the ravine as it points to the west, on the same level as all the previous caves I've mentioned, is another cave. And that's all more or less on the north side. Now on the south side, let's see, you guys have been into that cave that was hobgoblins. In the far southwest corner, way up high, there is a cave opening. A little bit lower than that, about 25 feet down, but maybe a couple 100 feet further northwest from that is another cave opening. So you have many cave openings you can explore.
I look over my shoulder at my friends and say, I have a feeling we're going to miss our light-fingered friend.
Yeah, so which cave opening had we tackled last? That was the top one to the east. Over yonder is the Sturges. That would be the one directly to the west of the east cave, right? Am I thinking right? Like the opening to the ravine faces east?
Yes, the opening to the ravine faces east, and the last cave that you guys were in, where you found the scrolls and whatnot, was the easternmost mid-level cave opening.
Okay. And didn't we go... Okay, so that's where we found this. Was that the last place that we were?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, and we had barely, apparently scratched the surface on what was beyond in there, right?
That is correct.
There's more up there, gents.
Well, let's head up.
Better.
Okay, so are you going into that cave, or are you following the contour along to the next cave opening? Clarify for me.
No, same one.
Yeah, the one we last visited would be my assumption if everybody's cool with that.
Okay.
Yep. So we still have a man-at-arms to watch the horses. So we're one man-at-arms in the cave down. Or...
we have 1 minute arms with the horses, and then 2 with us. So
okay,
we should be all right there, because at least that way, if anything happens, he can shout and get our attention.
sure thing. I'll try to get to the higher level cave, I guess, the one we just went to.
Okay. The slope is steep, but not impossible to climb, and soon you find yourself at the opening. It smells damp and foul, but then most of these caves smell damp and foul. The sunlight is shining in, more or less, and hail of arrows don't greet you when you look in, so you think it may be safe to go in.
This is still way better than hanging out with those gnomes. So I'll start
way
going
better.
in.
Did you hear that singing?
I'll stick
Gives
to
me
the
nightmares.
left.
Oh, tra la 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 lee, here down in the valley. Ha ha. Steps back, casts fireball into cave opening.
Hey, Bill.
Yes.
And where are you going with beards?
There you go. Hey, there was some awesome folk music based on Tolkien's poetry in the cartoon The Hobbit. I like it. You haven't lived until you've heard Thurl Ravenscroft lead that chorus of Down to Goblin Town, okay? It really is.
That is my comfort movie. 100%.
Is it not great? It is simply delightful. Okay, so into the hallway, 30 feet, you have a T intersection. It's T posing to establish dominance over you. Are you going left or right?
Well, we're going to use the rule of right today. So let's go right.
I agree.
We can do the law of left tomorrow.
Okay. This leads you into presumably what was the guard chamber where the guards had leaped out at you earlier. Still some knocked over furniture. Hey, there's a couple of spots of dried blood, that sort of thing, but nothing untowards. Cernunos Watsi is the grift that keeps on giving. But yeah, there's nothing of value here.
Are there exits?
Well, directly behind you, but otherwise, no.
Well, hell, I guess we'll just keep going right until we go back to the left.
Okay. Following the hall back the way out, of course, you have an opening on your right immediately, although the hallway does continue straight ahead into a large open room, but you've got a 90-degree turn that goes north.
I'll peek around that corner.
All right. Well, nothing shoots you in the eye with a scorpion bolt, so it is presumably safe.
Seems safe, boys.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's
Yeah, let's go.
take a right, I guess.
That's what you keep your pants stitching in. The seam safe. All right. So, thank you. This is just a short 10 feet section of hallway, and you've got hallway that goes to the left and hallway that goes to the right, and a dead end across from you.
Well, we're doing the rule of right, right? So I guess we go right
Correct.
again.
All right. This takes you into a roughly square 20 by 20 chamber. It is damn near identical to the one you just left. Knocked over chairs, kicked over water bucket, a few blood stains, some scraps of armor and whatnot.
Have we been in here?
Yes.
Okay. There's no exit out the far side either on this one.
No.
Yeah.
Not one that's visible.
Yeah, we might have to go and start searching for secrets, but maybe
Well,
we'll continue somewhere else first.
well, if you got a minute, I can do a pass to the room.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
So you're secret door searching, are you?
As an elf.
All right.
He knows it in his vast deference.
Yep. We've got elves that cast spells, elves that use swords. We don't need any door finding elves. So after a careful search of the room, you locate exactly Bupkis. And more importantly, nothing locates you as you do it.
Okay.
Buckus doesn't pay the bills. We either go to that north hallway or
All right, friends. Do we want to go back and search the other room, or do we want to just go back?
Well, we got the left side of this again, right?
Yep.
So let's just go back to the left side of the T.
Look that dead end.
So
Okay.
Well, maybe we need to correct. Is the dead end flush, or is the dead end sticking in? Like somebody partially carved but didn't finish a hallway?
What dead end are you talking about?
The one that we just came through past to go right?
Just before this room.
Yeah.
There's no dead ends. Eventually these hallways will end, but you're not.
So it was
not.
a T, right and left.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't, when you said dead end before, I was like, does that mean that it's more than just the left and right? Okay.
Okay.
Cool. We'll go to the left then. We'll leave this room and go to the left.
Okay, this opens into the large chamber where you fought a number of orcs. To the north is a hallway that slopes upwards. And there are 2 hallways out of this chamber to the west that open into an even larger room that you can see from here, thanks to your light sources and your keen eyes, is empty.
So we've been in here, but we stopped going up, right? We didn't finish the area up from here?
No, you've been north. You plundered a small storeroom, and then you slew presumably the orc chief and plundered the magic items to the west. By the way, if anyone would like me to stuff something particularly horrible in one of these large rooms, you can start the bidding at $25 on Super Chats.
So was there someplace in this cave that we didn't actually explore?
You made it
aware to us.
You made it as far as a secret room to the south of the orc leader's chamber. That was a dusty and disused room, and then turned around and headed back and ran into some sturges.
Okay, gotcha. I was a little bit turned around on that. Thank you.
All right, so yeah, and no exits from that secret room, right?
Not that you found.
Yeah. You want me to check it?
Did you check it before?
You
were there, right? You didn't look around.
He was not appearing in that adventure.
Yeah, the player wasn't here. The player wasn't here this time. So,
Gotcha.
or last time.
Let's check
it. Along. Yeah. So it's worth checking.
Alrighty. So you head off north up the slope. You're at another T intersection. There is a 10-foot section of corridor further north, and then there's a dead end. There I go, using that phrase again. 10 feet to the right is the slightly ajar storage room door, and of course, to the left, that is to the west, is a 30-foot section of hall that jogs to the north, and then onward to the orc chieftain's room. And the secret door has not been closed. The 30 by 20 chamber beyond the secret door awaits you.
Okay.
Well,
we'll go in there and look up and down and all around, make sure that there's nothing waiting for us.
All right. Let's go.
Okay. So yes, you are in the 20 by 30 room, and what are you doing in there?
I'm going to start searching the west wall.
Yeah.
Secrets in there.
All right. So both of you are searching.
Okay. Look the doors.
Well, you think you find you're like, no, I just think that's damp stone. But then immediately after you look in that spot, Sir Standard says, no, observe. It is not damp stone. It is a secret door to the west in the southern half of the western wall. Wow, we have 37 watching. Welcome to you all. Welcome to AD&D Tuesday nights. I hope you're all enjoying. All right, so wall to the west. What will you do? There's a secret door there.
I knew you could do it, Elf.
There's bound to be something we'd missed. But,
Keen and
check
eager,
to see
the
if it's trapped?
elves.
I do not have that capacity, but I have an excellent way of seeing if it's locked. Frug, do me a favor and kick this wall in.
Kick it.
Gladly.
Kick
But
it!
I'll shoulder it instead.
All right, give me an open doors roll. Will not budge.
Close though.
And well, I mean, you're 18. What is his strength?
75. So
Yeah, my God,
I got
was
1 through
close.
4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you heard a creak out of it there. You can certainly try again if you like, though.
Okay, I shall. May as well warm up
That
them
bad,
dice.
Frug.
Oof.
Yeah.
I think I almost got it.
I look over at Tonsil. I'm like,
I open on a 1 through 3. You want me to try?
That's an insult.
I mean, I'll try if you like. I'm not as.
I'll smash into
early.
it one more time.
Okay.
I'm a little weakened from the booze.
A 3.
I had it.
Okay, you force the door. You are looking down a long corridor that goes at least 60 feet down. There is a door about 50 feet down on the right hand or northern side. An immediate wandering monster check is called for because of all the racket you made bashing on that secret door. Nothing comes looking for you, surprisingly. What will you do, adventurers?
There's either nobody here or they're scared. They should be.
Or there's nobody to be scared.
oh, let's go. There's no point in being quiet.
I should get a sultry voiced female DJ assistant to do this with me, and like the DJ from the Warriors. Listen up, boppers. You're in a north-south hallway. You guys know the Warriors, right?
Yeah.
Can you dig it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so corridor.
I'd rather you get the guy from Samurai Jack, the bad guy.
Oh, Aku.
Oh,
That'd
he's
be
passed
awesome.
away, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You find yourself in a corridor. It goes at least 60 feet to the west. That is as far as my master's light sources would reach. They walked down the hall, wary of any orcs that might surprise them. Wow. I hope that was good because I hurt my throat. Oh, Vaughn, thank you very much. Thank you, Vaughn. Yes, please do, everyone. Like, subscribe, and become a patron or member. All right. So, yes, long corridor stretching to the west.
I suppose we'll proceed down the corridor, myself on the left and Tonstal on the right, if that's good.
Works for me. Yep.
Follow him up.
Okay.
And it turns, I assume.
When you get about 30 feet down, your light sources now illuminate that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The hallway is about 80 feet long, and at the 80-foot mark, it turns sharply south. It stops and turns south.
Somebody want to go up and take a look around the corner?
What do you make of it, dwarf?
Not me. I make terrible racket.
Yeah, I'm worse. Plus, they may smell me.
I'll go up there and look around the corner, even though it's going to be noisy as hell.
All right. I should have starred my own comment there. I liked my gray ooze comment. You're surrounded by gray ooze. You mean ooze? I said what I said.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Thank you. All right. So as you travel on, nothing comes looking for you. As you go looking for it, you are now next to the door on your right that opens to the north. Do you wish to go to the corner, or do you wish to?
No, I want to look. I want to look around the corner before we open the door.
You have to blink to adjust your eyes because it looks like 40 feet to the south there is an opening out.
Like sunlight out?
Like sunlight out.
Oh, shit. I say, hey, there's an exit, I think.
Anything else?
There's a door. That I had to pass to get to the corner, but yeah. That's it. I don't think we've looked through this door.
Hang on a second.
Not if it's still in one piece.
How's your shoulder feeling, Brug?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Sometimes it pops out of place and I gotta slam it into this wall.
It's painful.
Yeah, it depends. I kind of like it.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Well, I'm assuming we're going to open the door. We're going to open the door?
Hold on a second.
Sounds good to me.
The door.
Who's doing what to the door?
Put my ear to the door so I can listen.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Okay. Let's see. You don't hear anything, no.
Step back and have at her, Brug. Use your other shoulder this time.
Yeah, this one would be a little better. I'll size it up and kind of scuffle my feet a little bit and slam into it. Ugh!
Step aside, Riggs. I'm going to try to open this door.
It's all yours, dwarf.
Oh!
I even listened there for you, too.
Thank you very much, Didu Han. Yes, the merch will be here soon. Have a lovely evening, and thank you for stopping by. And welcome to more viewers. We've bumped all the way up to 38. Wow, that's a lot of fun.
There we go. I'm going to slam it open.
Took you long enough.
Yeah, it was slow, but, it's probably those damn
You murtared that door.
All right. So the orcs in the room are not surprised because you guys have been bashing on that door. There are 3 of them. There is a tall female orc, almost as large as the male orc, and he is huge and hulking. He is like 6 feet tall, which for an orc is titanic. Okay. Let's see. Are you guys surprised by this? Let's see. You are not surprised by this. You would have been surprised if you hadn't gotten a bunch of bashes in on the door. So the largest male takes an axe off his belt and rears back to throw it. Kevin, what is Tonstal doing?
I'm going to charge that some. You know what?
Okay. Sir Standard, what are you and your men-at-arms doing?
Well, my men-at-arms will hang back. I know I'm going to hope to get an arrow off and not shoot somebody in the head.
We'll see. Mobius, how about Duran?
Duran's going to enter, stride through the door, and stab the hand.
Okay. And what about Vrugdorn, Doomsword?
He charges the big guy alongside Tonstal. Screaming vile curse.
All right.
Toast. Yep.
Go ahead and make your charge attacks on him, please.
Right. What do I got? This is a humanoid, right? So I get an extra +1.
Yes, this is an orc. So
So it's +1, +2, +1, right? Charges +2.
yes,
Okay. Yeah.
there's a total of 10 that will not hit him.
Nope.
He ducks under your swing and says, "Oh, Mindy, oh, Mork Collingawson." It's worse. He's a Mork.
Oh no.
No.
I'm gonna chop that fool in the side of the cheek.
All right.
All right.
A telling blow that will hit. All right, so 5 points of damage. He bellows in rage, and an orc cries out, "My face! My face! My hideous, hideous face!"
Cry out, it's an improvement.
I know. All right, so you guys have charged. Let's go ahead and roll initiative now, and that is to Kevin. Roll initiative, please, for the side.
No.
Okay, he is swinging a bright axe at you there, Doomsword. He is very angry at you.
Oh,
7, let's see.
AC 0.
All right, I
New
gotta
shiny shield.
That's right. You are. He's not going to hit you. I just need to know how much he didn't hit you by.
Ooh.
He didn't hit you by a bunch. Okay. The female is attacking you, Tonstal, as is the bodyguard, since you are there. So they are both swinging on you.
I'm AC 1, but I guess I have negatives for charging, right?
Yes, you do not get a shield bonus for charging.
Okay, so it's AC 0.
Yeah. Largely irrelevant because their weapons still clang off.
I think she likes you.
It will be a 50-50 chance. Actually, it'll be about a 60-40 chance firing into this group if you want to loose an arrow, Sir Standard.
There's not the third one, because there were 3. So 2 are occupied.
That's what I'm saying. You got a 60% chance of hitting an orc and a 40% chance of hitting one of your fellows if you fire into this melee.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I'll
Take your
those
shots.
odds. I'll take those odds. They probably won't hit anyway. All right, each of these gets a +1. Let's see. That's a...
That is a 19. That one hits. So let's see.
I'm not
Cool
used
dice.
to I'm not used to these yet.
40% chance. So that actually hit. And which orc were you aiming at?
Probably the woman.
All right, roll your damage, please. Woman. Let's see. And that was a 5. That slams into her throat up to the fletchings, and she falls over, gurgling blood.
Stuck that pig real good.
He looks down, bellows in rage, and prepares to attack you again. So let's get Duran, you are now in the room, as are the men at arms. Let's get declarations. Kevin, what is Tonstal doing?
I'm going to keep attacking this guy. My sword.
Sir Standard.
I'm going to do nothing.
Duran.
Attack the closest one to me if in range. If not, I'll move towards it.
Yeah, you can actually this is not a huge room, it's 20 by 20. So you're kind of in the middle, so you can move up and attack with your staff if you'd like.
Okay, then I want to go forward and slam my staff forward, hit him right in the shoulder places.
Okay, bodyguard or chieftain?
Bodyguard.
Okay.
Take care of the chieftain with the axe, right?
Yes.
I got faith.
Vrug, you're continuing to go mono against the chieftain. All right, I guess I should.
Down.
Orco Eorco. Thane, would you roll initiative for us, please?
Yep. Let's.
You guys will almost
Big
certainly
money.
go first. You guys
Nice.
absolutely go first. I want to see those
Sweet.
dice at the end of the game, TK. I don't know that those are balanced. All right. Let's start our melee attacks with Tonstal.
All right. I actually should get +2 since I'm not
Okay.
charging. It's 20.
That is a hit. Roll your damage.
All right. And this should be +3.
Vaughn asks, aren't you a half orc? Isn't this slaughtering your own people? It's only half slaughtering his own people.
Or slaughtering half of them.
4 points of damage. Or, sorry, 3
Four.
points of damage. 3 points of damage.
4 points of damage, or 3 points of damage. Okay. He
Oh, no,
did.
it's +1, +3. It is +3. So, yeah, 4. Sorry.
All right. You cruelly chop him. Let's go on, sir. Standard's not doing anything. Your men at arms, did they move up to engage?
They are around me, but they're only cutting off escape. I'm letting my party members handle this.
Bingo. Duran. Swing, cleric, swing. That's a miss. I saw that 16 come up and was rooting for you, but
Right
not this.
by his ear.
Okay. Okay. Vrug, the moment you've been waiting for.
Nice.
Got him.
It's a hit. That is a hit. Roll your damage.
Take that, Kerr. 7.
7. And with let's see, how much damage did you do in the previous round?
I did 5.
You did 5. That's 12.
Yeah, and I did 4 as well.
Right.
All right. That. Hang on. Well, I thought you were attacking the. I thought you were attacking the bodyguard there, Tonstal.
Okay, well, yeah, I was attacking the chief, but you can put it where you put it. No worries.
Okay. Well, that is enough to. Yeah, that's enough to fell the chief. The man at arms or the orc at arms is left. He's singing his orky death song. He reaches down and snatches the axe up out of the chief's dead hand and lunges at you, Brug, with it. He seems pretty confident. And in fact, it's good that he did that. You are going to take, let's see. Two points of damage.
Is that all you got? I'll split your head with that axe.
Okay. New round. Are you guys dogpiling this guy? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
If he's not running.
For
All
sure.
right, he's not running. Let's go ahead. Well, he's not running yet. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. And I think we're over to.
I would
We're
like-
on.
I would
You're
like
on,
to
that's
say if he's somehow alive at the end of this turn, the men at arms will stab him.
Damn.
Okay, he throws the axe down and raises his greasy hands and says, "Oh, I surrender!"
Oh, you bastard.
Can I pick up the axe and chop his freaking head off?
You can absolutely. He is at your disposal.
Literally.
And I should point,
I'll
this
pick up the axe.
this axe is very lightweight. It is exceptionally well balanced. This axe.
I
This
say
be
cut
a,
off the sword arm.
battle axe, hand axe.
It's a hand axe.
Right. Yeah, I pick it up. I look over at my side where my other hand axe is strapped.
Okay.
So what's this about attacking me, eh?
Oh, you came and made war on us! My chief and his mate were defending our home!
I'm gonna have the elf interrogate you.
Ah, not a leaf here! Fight me! Let me die with honor!
I already fought you, and you threw down your arms, coward.
All right, let's see here.
He's asked for mercy for just cut off.
He bellows in rage and lunges at you with your bare hands. Roll for initiative. Or with his bare hands. He hits a 2. You get a 5.
I suppose that was a mistake on his part.
Could be. Considering he's bloody and pale looking.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess I'll hack him with that hand axe, I suppose.
All right, roll it. Roll your attack. That is a hit. Roll your damage.
That'd be 1d4, correct?
Yes, 1d4 with any strength bonuses added. 3, 6, 7. Yeah, you just clunk right in the top of his skull as he charges at you. He goes blundering past you. You wrench the axe out pretty easily, actually, and he just slams head first into the wall, lies there. His right back foot is spastically twitching, like.
That wasn't me fault. I tried to tell him.
I just shake my head and gather.
Okay, so the orc chieftain was wearing plate mail and had a shield. His sword has a rather notable looking gem, and he has a purse on his belt. The dead female orc has an ivory bracelet on her arm.
Fine time to leave that thief behind, eh?
Yeah.
Since this is super large, does a cleric have what armor does a cleric have?
Oh, my friend, can't you see?
Yeah, I apparently am not seeing very well these days.
Speak up! I can't see what armor you're wearing.
Would the armor fit it, or would the armor fit on or not?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's the orc was as big as a man, so
I thought maybe it was bigger. Okay, I mean, yeah.
Be a man.
Never get the
There's
stench.
some orcs full plate mail.
We'd have to boil that thing for a week.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, save your ass though. How often do you just find unattended plate mail laying around?
Lug it back to the keep. I bring it to the horses.
So are there any exits from this room?
Yes, actually, to the north there is an exit. Well, let me see. Let me describe it properly. To the north, actually, I should say there is an opening. This is a 20 by 20 room. You came in on the east side of the southern wall. To the north, that is on your right, there is an opening that goes east.
What do you say, boys? We gather this crap up and continue on.
Yeah.
I got a couple wee bumps and bruises. I've had worse.
I have not yet begun the fight.
Yeah, let's do it. Grab whatever the loot is.
Okay. Let's see.
The bag, Vroog's already got the axe, right?
Yes, and
he does. If I hold on to the trinket?
Yeah.
He does have a belt that's made of silver with a golden buckle. Now you don't need a thief to tell you that is at least a valuable looking item.
Yeah, I mean, we'll pull off whatever we think is of value, and by all means, you're keeping the axe too, right?
I'll hang on to it for now, if you like.
Yep,
It's nice and sharp. It's
Yep.
kind of a trophy, you know. And I do use the hand axe.
Axe and sword. Take the sword too. It has a nice bauble in it. And we'll move on.
Yeah.
That'll take you a minute or two to strip out of that plate, to strip in the plate anyway. So it'll give us
What,
it'll give us something to do.
What type of sword was that? Was it long sword or whatever?
Yeah, just standard longsword.
Right.
Straps from Orcs plate now.
Well, I mean, if it's worth more because of the gem, we'll sell it when we get to town, right? Assuming it doesn't show as being special in any way. Looks like it's not at this point.
Yeah,
Except for the big gem in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you pick it up, it doesn't glow or anything like that.
That's because all the orcs are dead.
If I think really hard, does it show up in my hand?
No.
Oh. You Are My Friend, if you can name that movie.
I mean, there's lots of movies with magic swords that do that, but anyway.
You have no friends. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah, that's fair.
North opening to the
Neither
east.
do I.
It was Hawk the Destroyer.
Hawk the Slayer, you mean?
Yeah.
All right. North and to the east, then, gentlemen, or no?
So we got the priest in his. I'm sorry, we got the priest in his plate mail.
Oh,
I
yeah.
call him a priest because he's,
I was already
from
wearing
the
plate
orc
mail. I was
perspective.
just putting stinky orc stuff in a sack.
Yeah, he just.
Okay, you weren't changing.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Hey, you think you can bandage up me wounds a bit? I don't want them bleeding while I'm slaying.
Yeah. Right, but maybe next time another orc freaking asks for mercy, we just cut off his sword hand and set him on his
I tried to cut
on
him.
him. And then,
Now the wound is up in the thigh. It's a little bit high.
All right. Moving on. Where's you now, Jeff?
Is that clear? Going to heal me or whatever?
Take it up with him.
yeah, I did it. So
Okay. You get back all of your hit points.
Sweet.
His god is with you for some reason.
Thank you.
You just hold still when he breaks out the dermal stapler. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Okay, so this room to the east is very well furnished, actually. There's a bed, carpets, that sort of thing. There's a chest of drawers with a copper bowl on it that looks rather dirty. It's full of trash, just bits of roots, leaves, who knows what orcs like. And then, of course, as I said, there's the chest of drawers there.
I'll just walk up and kick that thing over.
The copper bowl lands on the floor with a clang. Looks a bit like, at a glance, it looks like it might be worth 10 silver pieces.
Yeah, the chest of the drawer didn't open up or whatever once I kicked it over.
It did. Various stuff falls out of it, including a sack that lands with a loud coin-like sound. The sack is tied with a long length of very thin silver gray rope.
I'm going to be honest with you, Brug. I was waiting for the sound of broken glass.
Yeah. There's no glass in here. Have at it, though. I'm going to look around and keep watch.
So I start poking at the that coin-sounding bag with my staff.
It chink, 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 chink. Okay.
All right. So I pick it up. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
Can I
open up the silk cord and take a look at it?
I'm sorry. What are you doing, TK?
Can I sever the cord because that cord, it goes back into the cabinet, right?
No. It's just tied around it.
Okay, so it's not a trap. Never mind.
Right.
Tie
It
the
does-
sack and take a look in the bag.
Yeah, and when you tug on the rope, it very neatly just coils itself in a loose like 1 foot coil.
Well, it was awfully peculiar. I pass it over to TK or to Sir Standard. Take a look at this.
Cool. I'll take some Heathline. Why not?
Okay, it is extremely lightweight, almost silken to the touch. And there's like looking at counting the number of loops. There's 50 feet of it.
I will put down 50 feet of Heathline then.
Okay. All right. Inside the bag are 50 platinum pieces.
Well, this should
Nice.
help you boys with your training.
All right.
Yeah, when we find somebody capable of training me, I exceeded all them boys back at the keep.
Alrighty, what next, adventurers?
All right.
I guess we'll gather up that copper bowl, huh?
May as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I can throw it in a sack or a man at arms or whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, I already did that.
All right.
Oh, okay. Apologies.
Let's head out.
Okay, so heading back out south, you come into the hallway. Which way are you going? Are you going back to the secret passages? Or are you continuing to the west and south?
West and south, we have not been down, right? So that's like
Correct.
a southwest type of angled passage.
No, it just the hallway goes due west and then turns due south.
Gotcha. You want to proceed? I'm
Yep.
ready.
We'll fall down.
I assume a turn has passed since the last charge.
Yes, definitely. I mean, you searched rooms and cast spells and everything else. So yeah. Okay. So as you go south towards the opening, you immediately come to a T intersection. On your right, that is to the west, you glance over and there's a chamber, and there are many orcs in there. They are probably almost certainly, yeah, they're not surprised by your appearance because clanking and making noise. What was your question, TK?
Nope. I was just going to ask how many.
Looks like there are 9 males, maybe a dozen females and young, who are backing away. The males are picking up weapons, and they are kind of moving in your direction. I'm going to need, let's see.
I know what I'm doing.
Well, hang on a second. I'm going to need everyone in the party to give me a saving throw versus paralysis, please. Including the men at arms. That is a D20.
Oof.
That does not make it.
Yeah. Ouch. I failed.
Me first. Nope.
Nope, nope, nope,
Oh no.
All right. Men at arms number 1.
nope.
Men at arms number 2.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Did Duran go? Because I've got a roll.
Duran. Okay.
Is it me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I made it by 3.
You made it. Okay, so you jump back. There are thick tarred ropes pinning the rest of you in there. So 1 man at arms and 1 man at arms and Vrug are not trapped. So Tonstal, you are trapped for 4 rounds. By the way, there are there are bells on this. Sir Standard, you are trapped for 2 rounds. Duran, well, let's do Man at Arms, is trapped for 1 round. And Duran, you're trapped for 2 rounds. So keep track of that with 4-sided dice on your end. When the net drops on you and traps your party, there's like a clanging of cowbells. The orcs are seizing up their weapons and moving towards you. So Vrug and Man at Arms. Vrug, what are you doing?
All right. So did that trap like pick them up off the? Is there anything that it appears from a cursory inspection that I can do to help them?
They are pinned to the floor by this weighted rope net. It's covered in tar. If you stop to try and pick it up off of them, the orcs are going to be on top of you, wailing on you.
Well, I can either run or take a stand. I guess I take a stand.
Alrighty.
Long sword and shield.
Long sword and shield. You have 9 orcs moving out towards you. How do I work hearing in a dungeon? I just play it by ear.
Is this a 10-foot wide passageway that we're in right now? So 3 abreast.
Yes, it is a 10-foot wide passageway. However, the net is like 18 feet long, north-south, which is why it caught most of your party.
Right, but that's behind me and the Man at Arms who jumped out of the way.
Yeah, you guys can basically have leapt out of the way. Vaughn, acute hearing is a D20 roll that I make as the DM to determine whether or not a character who is not a thief with the particular skill of hearing noises may or may not determine sound. Monsters are generally, their ears are tuned very carefully to noises in their caves unless it's otherwise stated, like the young ones in this room always fight, so the parents always ignore sounds of battle coming from this end of the dungeon. Or it's obvious that the next cave is 300 feet away around a corner and a locked door. They're not going to hear that. So 9 orcs bearing down on you.
Can I also yell to the Man at Arms to take my flank then?
Yes.
In addition to holding my ground and attacking.
That is what they'll do.
Okay. The orcs spend their round moving. Behind you, you hear the tramp of doom as more orcs approach. Let's see. All right, but it's going to be a little bit before they get there. So, in the round that the orcs are scrambling to get to you, I can't remember who it was who was pinned for a single round, but that I think it was Duran.
Man at Arms.
It's a Man at Arms. I pinned
Oh, it was a Man at Arms. He is able to force himself free. So now that the orcs are upon you, it's you and a Man at Arms and 3 orcs abreast are attacking you. Let's go ahead and roll initiative, if you would, please.
Yeah, that Man at Arms who got out, can he fill the space so it's me and 2 Man at Arms abreast?
Yeah, basically, you're 3 abreast and they're 3 abreast.
Okay, great.
Who's rolling initiative?
I think it would be. I rolled a 2, so it would be Doomsword's time now.
Okay.
A 6. You guys will go first. Standard, do you want to roll for your Men at Arms since they are yours after all?
Yeah. All right. Let's have a look.
Yeah. Nope. Still a bit sticky. Vrug. A 15 will absolutely hit. 17, actually.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, that orc leaps at you, and you just slay him out of hand. Okay, so there are now 8 orcs, and another is stepping over to take his place, and so that's going to be retaliation. We're going to do versus a Man at Arms.
AC 6.
AC hit. and he is going to take 1 point of damage from an orc short sword against the other man-at-arms. That is a miss, and against Vrug. Oh, absolutely a miss. Okay, so they miss. Was anyone trapped for 2 rounds?
Yep.
Maybe they're on.
Okay. Duran, you are free. You guys are hearing the sound of more feet and shouting orcs approaching. However, they are not there yet. Duran, you're free. You've got your companions in front of you. You've got a great press of orcs. What are you doing, Duran?
I'm going to start casting light above us.
Light above you. Okay. You have plenty of light coming in from the south.
Orcs don't like light.
Well, okay. So you're casting light. The men-at-arms are fighting, and Vrug, I guess you're fighting?
Absolutely.
Okay. And I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm casting sleep.
Okay. Did you get out of the webbing?
Oh, yes. I was only trapped for 2 rounds.
All right. Sleep! Let's roll initiative, and we come back around. Kevin, do something. You're just lying there. Get off the floor and roll initiative, please. For God's sake. You're embarrassing yourself.
For the love of God, man.
5.
You're embarrassing yourself in
It
front of the
better be good, too.
It is
All right. So that sleep spell goes on the second segment. So that is going to be, let's see, the orcs have short swords, which are 1 segment weapons. So that is going to be against man-at-arm, against Vrug, against man-at-arm. But you guys go first. So deliver your blows, please.
Right, that would be
You first.
actually the men-at-arms, right? I just like to keep it in order so I know exactly when to roll.
The 19 absolutely hits.
Nice work.
Very dangerous indeed. You go first.
5.
All right. Your man-at-arms cuts down another orc. The other man-at-arms does not. So we're over to you, Vrug.
Oh, colossal miss.
You rear back with your sword, and it catches on some of the sticky netting behind you, and you have to spend a moment shaking it off. Sleep! This is going to be 2d4, as these are 1 hit dice creatures.
Yep.
Woo!
5.
Whoa.
Okay, so that was, you had slain 2 of them. 2, 5. So there are only 2 orcs remaining up at this point. Now begins the 4th round, which I think allows Tonstal to get to his feet. Yes?
Yep.
Okay, so just as you're getting to your feet, Tonstal, coming up behind you, there are 6 orcs. In front are a pair with crossbows. And let's see. The others have short swords. So that is coming. Let me see. I want to give you guys the correct direction. Let's see. So you guys were there. This came from, no, that's the wrong cave. Ding dong. Okay, so that came from behind you. So that's perfect. All right. So yeah, basically, as you guys are facing west, as the orcs came out and the trap fell, now you've got a group coming from behind you. So you've got 2 in front, but they are being bolstered by the 6. It's a hammer and anvil type situation. Let's start at the top of the rotation. Tonstal, what are you doing in the Orc Nation?
I'm attacking the Orc Nation. All of it, all at once.
The anticipation. All right. How about Sir Standard, Thane?
I will attack the back rank charging us, so the ones coming from the other side.
Okay. Mobius, what about Duran? Oh, you cast light.
Wait,
The orcs don't like that. The orcs will be fighting at -1. They already weren't crazy about it up here. So yeah, that's there.
Nice work.
So what are you doing now, Duran?
With my staff at the front line with Brug.
Okay. And Vrug, you're continuing to fight the 2 remaining orcs up front?
Yes.
Okay. And I think initiative-wise, it is Thane's turn. Please roll a d6.
Big
Absolutely.
mom. You'll win.
All right. Come on, boys. Lady Luck can't wait here all day. She's got a crap game in Hoboken to get to. All right. So these 2 orcs, seeing their fellows coming, feel that they might be able to pull this off, so they're not going to do a morale check. However, 1 attack on Vrug. Oh, yeah! So that is...
Yeah. Nice.
He gets it under your shield and stabs you for 2 points. And versus a man-at-arms...
Thanks, sir. May I have another?
All right. So that's a miss. Back behind you, the orcs are 2 orcs are firing crossbow bolts, both at Tonstal.
You bastards. Cowards!
You know those bolts are filthy, too.
AC 1.
Crying. Yeah, I know. I saw that 20 almost cut, but I was like, yeah! Oh. All right, so yeah, they clang off of you. The orcs are dropping their crossbows and drawing swords. So in the next round, you will have 6 short sword attacks, but in the moment, you only have 4 short sword attacks falling on you.
6.
That is... I got to
Nice.
check the 18, Captain. I have armor class 1.
Minus 1 for light.
That is correct. -1 for the light. So I don't think he will actually... I don't think he'll actually get you.
Tonstal is a god among dwarves.
Oh yeah, no. That's not going to do it all. That's not going to do it all. You're just like standing there, and they rush around you, and they're trying to close their eyes and bring their swords down on you. Completely ineffective. New round. 2 orcs in front, 6 orcs to the rear, fighting. Tonstal's like holding off 6 orcs by himself. He's like, sees him coming, just like gets out of his fighting stance, taps his sword in his hand as they're rushing forward. Back at the front, what is Vrug doing?
Yeah, I'm continuing an attack.
All
I
right.
ain't turning my back on none of these.
Everybody's favorite 60s folk pop group, Sir Standard and his men-at-arms. What are you doing?
I'm going to continue wading into those in the back rank. Also,
Okay,
I can get my
you're-
back rank, but that's okay.
You and your men are joining Tonstal. We haven't rolled initiative yet, so I'll say yeah. As the last action of the round, you guys can get over there and do some damage.
Well, we rolled initiative and lost, right? So
Yeah,
this is
we
our side of
haven't
the
gone
initiative.
yet.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was getting declarations, which was my problem. But go ahead and make your attacks. My apologies to any viewers in Italy when I did this.
Yeesh.
That's a 16 for a first level fighter for me.
All right, that will actually hit.
Okay, and that is... I never used my melee weapons. Let me check my bonus. Probably
Well,
good.
it's a
Brilliant.
good day to do it because you kill an orc outright.
Okay, and now I'm at arms.
Nice.
Oh,
The men-at-arms hit too.
All right, both of them hit.
Yes, look at the hits on that one.
All right.
One of them slays an orc, and another one injures an orc. So there are 4 orcs remaining in the rear. One of the 4 remaining in the rear is injured, and there is... I think the 2 are still up front that you guys are fighting.
yes.
All right, so now they're just fighting you, Vrug, because the men-at-arms left. So you guys got to figure out how to balance your refuse and balance your flanks. Okay.
Yeah.
Moved up to last.
I know. All right, so melee, just melees across the board, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I think we're over to Duran. Mobius, roll initiative for us, my friend.
Oh, well, hold on. I haven't attacked this round yet. Did I?
I could have sworn you did. I could have sworn you did. All right, go ahead.
Round. Yeah. Yeah, it's an 18.
Yeah, that hits, and I think even with just your normal bone eye, you probably murder his face, and you do. That orc's face dies and falls off of his skull, and he expires in sadness a moment later. So 3 orcs to the rear, one of them injured. I rolled a 4 for initiative. So Mobius, you guys rolled a 5. Don't just do something terribly. Do it terrible.
Tonstal?
Is it me?
Yes, it's you.
Is it John Wayne?
No, it's a 2 hit.
Right. Okay. I'm confused, I guess. So
are we all.
So is Tonstal.
I didn't include an Umber Hulk in this dungeon, and yet.
Yeah, there's eyes on the ceiling. There's eyes everywhere.
All right.
Miss,
and now the men-at-arms. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, that is an absolute hit. One of the men-at-arms. Yes, wave of mutilation. We'll say that goes to the one that's already injured, so it drops. Wave of mutilation. I want your skull. I need your skull. Demon I am and face I peel. I see the world from inside out. I've got to have you on my wall. I've got to have you on my wall because I want your skull. All right. Next is Vroog and Duran.
Duran.
That is a miss. That is a miss. Counter blows. 1 on Duran, 1 on a man-at-arms. A man-at-arms is struck for 4 points of damage. He did not like that. Both of these are falling on Vroog. And both of those miss. All right, I'm guessing you guys are Hassan chopping in the next round, correct?
100%.
Correct.
Yep. I'll make you pay.
All right, let's roll initiative, and I think we're back around to Kevin. Now roll a d6, Kevin.
Damn it, I still rolled terribly.
You still rolled terribly.
Oh.
All right. So 2 attacks on Vroog. Both are misses. This is on Duran. I almost said Vron. And this is on a man-to-arms. And that is a miss. Gentlemen, finish them off. That is a hit.
Nice.
That is a hit.
Yep. It is 5.
That is a dead orc. That is a dead orc. So the ones in the back are very sleepy.
Okay.
The man in the back said, "Make orcs take a nap and it turned into a ballroom blitz." That 12 will not hit. Let's see. Yeah, these orcs are just fleeing. These orcs are just absolutely fleeing in the next round. So
that was 0-1.
0-1, yeah. So they're screaming for their mates to follow them. The yellow face is better than death. Let's roll initiative. And I think we're to TK.
I think,
Please.
Yep.
Nice.
That is a hit from you guys. So go ahead and do your thing. You were striking at +4. Dirty history and hobbies. Tia Carrera, actually.
Last round, I and my followers didn't attack, but I don't think it's going to matter.
That's probably not.
So I'm just going to do this.
Go ahead.
The 14 +4 will absolutely hit. By the way, if you're Google, that is a dead orc. There's one orc left. If you're Googling Tia Carrera, don't mess up and Google Asia Carrera. You'll have a browser history then. That's a hit.
23. Yep. And it's 11 points of damage.
The pig humanoid has arrived, and it exploded. So the orcs are all dead. You hear a mad scrambling of feet, and to the west, you see a large group of female orcs. They are pounding feet out of the caves. Let me see here. I need to check this. All right.
To the party and says this could have turned out a lot worse. I knew we'd miss our light-fingered friend.
All right. How much each? Ew. All right, so this is going to be so 6, 9, 15. All right. Okay, guys, get ready for a fireworks display. I feel like I want to do this. Let me see here. Sorry, everyone. I like a big, impressive room. So this is what you find in silver pieces, which will. Is that you gonna do it? Come on. There we go.
That die will never level out.
Okay. So you find 143 silver in total on the dead orcs. Weapon wise, the only thing they have of note are the 2 crossbows. Did I just kill the stream? Can you guys hear me?
No, we hear you.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I suppose we could pack away some of these short swords.
And it's entirely up to you guys. As you're picking up coin, you catch out of the corner of your eyes a few more stray females fleeing the caves, and if you don't stop them, if you don't start none, there won't be none because they're not fighting you.
They ain't making me a sandwich or nothing.
No, sorry.
Are they going out towards where our lone man-at-arms is?
No, they're leaving out the southernmost opening immediately.
I thought you'd pick yourself up a new harem.
We haven't been down here before, so we don't know where this exit goes.
That is correct.
I'm worried that that's going to go out somewhere where our guy is.
Well, all you've seen flee thus far are young and female, and they wanted no truck with you, so.
Yeah, but one guy by himself.
That's the leaf ears guy, anyways.
Yeah.
Ain't mine.
I'm going to run after him, but I'm not going to attack him. I just want to see where they're going. I want to look outside.
They are fleeing down the side. They are not looking to the east where your lone man at arms and his horses is. They are just fleeing straight down, then turning to the east, headed for the mouth of the ravine.
All right. Yeah, they're leaving. I just wanted to check our guy. I look over to see where he's at. Can I see him?
He's maybe 30, 40 feet, not quite, maybe 20, 30 feet up the side of the ravine wall. He has his eyes open. The horses are down in the ravine near him, tied off onto some dead trees. But the female orcs seem to want no truck with them either. They're wailing and clutching their young and just headed to the east.
All right. When they're past him, I'll make sure let him know that we're out here. This is where we're at.
All right. He salutes you and says, "Sir, yes, sir. I saw the orc wenches and their issue fleeing. I assumed we didn't wish to attack them."
No, we've had enough for today.
And so it seemed had they, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Let's pack everything up and head out.
And there was nowhere else to explore in here that we saw.
There was the room that the 6 orcs came from that you hadn't been in.
We should check that out before we leave.
Okay, well, you guys
Check out everything
start
we
doing
can.
that.
Eliminate
Look for-
any
Okay.
confusion, close it out.
Sure.
While they're going over to the door, I'm gonna search for secret doors.
Okay. This room is generally filthy. It just looks like a common room for the preparation of food. You do, however, note there is a large wine cask here. Wine barrel, I should say. It's not a cask. You couldn't walk into one end of it. You carefully search and you do not find anything. And more appropriately, nothing finds you. The wine
cask, is it full?
You cannot shake the cask. It is very heavy. It weighs at least 40 pounds. And yes, it is full.
Well, Brooke, come over here. Well, if we tip it over, we can at least roll it out.
Just pick it up.
Over that, yeah.
All right,
Too
Vroog,
heavy
you
for me.
pick it up, and yeah, it's full of wine. Smells good, too.
Yeah, I can. At this point, I can carry about 101 more pounds.
Okay,
Is that
yeah.
sufficient?
Yeah, absolutely. You are not yet fully encumbered. And so you guys are heading out now?
Yeah, let's go back.
As I clap Brooke on the back, I'm like, we're gonna have a good time tonight, bud.
Indeed. Don't make me drop this crap.
All right. So of note, you have the copper bowl, which you think is maybe worth 10 silver pieces. You have a bag tied with a silver rope that just slipped right off of it that had 50 platinum pieces in it. You have all the silver, a suit of plate mail, the crossbows, and you have this large barrel of wine.
Isn't there a sword with a gem?
Yes, the sword with a gem in its pommel, the orc leader's purse, and his belt, his gold and silver belt. It's not jeweled, and the bracelet that the chieftain's orc woman was wearing.
We'll give that to the elf.
And the hand axe I'm carrying, right?
And the hand axe you're carrying. That is correct.
All right. Plus the, I suppose I'd at least take the crossbows and the short swords from those guys.
Okay.
So
As much as
I might have missed one.
as you want.
Sword with gem, 50 platinum pieces, orc leader's purse, bracelet, the hand axe I have. I was just trying to notate them.
That's fine. That's fine.
a dozen short swords and 2 crossbows.
All right, and nothing attacks you on your brief journey back to the Caves of Chaos. The guards hail you. You're let in. You have all this stuff. What is your first stop for the stuff?
Sell the swords and the crossbows now, and wait till we see what's up with this armor, the axe, belt.
Yep.
Later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Liquidate the fine goods too.
So the short sword. Are you selling the plate mail when you said sell the armor?
Jacked and cleaned first.
Yeah, I mean, cleaning it up is like half a day's job. You pay a couple of silver to one of the blacksmith's apprentices, and he'll do it for you.
Maybe we should get all this crap checked out. I can tell you right now, this axe is pretty special.
So are you guys doing that? Are you getting the armor cleaned up?
Yes.
All right. He is happy to make the money, and he's, this stinks like an orc. Minding your pardon, Sir Vrug.
What makes you think I'm an orc? To split you where you stand.
Okay. So if you wish to sell the armor, I mean, it was fairly well maintained, but not great. The outfitter will buy it from you for 160 gold.
It's worth way more to the party, don't you think, guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I got me suit of plate. Took a
You
while too. It was much more expensive.
You can wear it, can't you?
I'm too
Nah,
small.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a
It's
bit
got
too
to be a
big.
human. So either it's a cleric or we give it to a man at arms.
Well, cleric, obviously, right?
Yeah,
Sure,
I
yeah,
would
so-
suggest if the cleric wants it, he gets first choice.
I figure we should get it checked out, see if it's very fantastic properties or something.
And I mean, cleaned up, it is in good, it is in about the best shape it can be. The boy, taking into consideration that Vrug offered to split him in half, he says, yeah, you'll have to replace a few of these straps here. And he points out, like, it would have been the loins near the greaves. So yeah, he he separates those with tongs and throws them into a burn pit near the smithy.
By all means,
So
what needs to be done to get this back into working order?
Well, repairing it's going to set you back 10 gold pieces. Putting it. I mean, cleaning it, that's a matter of sand and lemon juice. Just literally scrubbing it with sand and lemon juice. Replacing the straps, that's 10 gold.
Maybe I'll hold off.
Okay.
Hold off on what? Repairing it?
The repairing.
I'll pay for the repairs if needed.
We need that
All
gold
right.
for leveling. Nobody's gonna
Yeah.
wear it. It's just a waste of money.
Okay, if you feel that way.
I mean, a man at arms would absolutely wear it. It's man-sized, or could absolutely wear it. I should say.
Yeah, and if nothing else, it should go to the priest. But yeah, if the priest don't want it, the man at arms will take it.
Have at her. Your men at arms, your 10 gold pieces.
Okay. So what else are you guys doing? You have the armor, you have the armband, you have the belt. What are y'all doing?
So you guys want to go check out all this stuff? I mean, you got the rope. I mean, do we need any identifiers or anything? I mean, I've wielded the hand axe and I feel pretty comfortable.
To know 100% for sure if it's magic, you would need the spell detect magic.
Right, but we can use it on the whole group, right? It's not
Right.
like an identify. Yeah.
Correct. You can lay everything out and hit it with detect magic.
As a cleric, you can cast that, right?
Hang on a second.
'Cause I don't have it, but I think clerics do.
I think clerics get it no matter what.
I've played enough.
Yeah, it's a first level cleric spell. So if Duran wants to cast detect magic,
I was like, yeah, I could totally do it, but don't have to wait till the morning.
all right.
Prepare that spell.
That works.
Just drink.
So,
Hitting the stuff with detect magic. Nothing except the axe and the rope are magical. The axe and the rope.
does somebody else want the magic rope, or do we want me to have it?
Does somebody else want me axe? I consider it me trophy. It's a nice sidearm. However, I'll pass it up if you can beat me in a game of cards.
Keep your edged weapons.
Yeah, I'm not good with hand axe.
Keep your edged weapons, he said, sharpening the flanges of his mace. I can't draw blood. It's not allowed. It's sinful. Okay. So right now, the best you could do is you'd have to pay a couple hundred gold per item. Or you'd have to pay a couple hundred gold to get the axe and the rope respectively identified. And the former adventurer who runs the lending bank was the person who did that for you last time.
I can continue to use the axe and whatever.
Yeah, just
right?
I will. If you continue to use it from this point forward, only like the work of a sage will tell you what the plus is, or the assistance of a bard.
I think we're.
All right, well, it seems like it would be better for whatever to just go ahead and pay the money.
Agreed. I'll admit to being broke, I guess, and just pay the 200 gold.
Okay.
It was 200, right?
That is correct.
That's mighty fine of you, Elf.
Oh, I'm paying for the rope.
Oh, well, hell, never mind.
This is a rope of climbing.
I was right.
This rope is 60 feet long. It's no thicker than a slender wand, weighs 3 pounds, is strong enough to support 3,000 pounds, not 3,000 coins, 3,000 pounds. Upon command, the rope will snake forward, upward, downward, or any direction at 10 feet per round and attach itself securely wherever desired. It will return or unfasten itself likewise. In any event, one end of the rope must be commanded to knot itself. This will cause larger knots to appear at 1 foot intervals along the rope. Knotting the rope shortens the rope to 50 feet length while so knotted. So you have a rope of climbing.
Awesome. What's the XP for that?
Let me see. The XP for the rope of climbing.
How much is it worth if I sell
it? It is probably academic in the keep, but you can kind of at least guesstimate a little bit. Let's see. Oh, about probably 10,000 gold pieces sale value.
Man.
The XP is 1,000.
And nobody in the keep would be rich enough to buy it, though.
Not unfortunately, no.
All right.
The axe. The axe is worth 300 experience points, or 1750 if you sell it. Doomsword.
Right, and nobody would probably offer me any more than half of that anyway.
Probably.
Well, I'm going to pay to have the axe identified so he can save up for his level. Since I'm nowhere near.
Okay. So that is what you guys have determined. Now, the coin, the belt, everything like that will remunerate that next week in next week's game. I want to thank everyone for hanging out this evening. I want to thank all my players, Kevin, Thane, Mobius, Doomsword. Thank you all very much for being here. The correct answer to your question, Wave, is Evil Dead 2. So I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. And again, if you haven't, everyone, please do click the subscribe button, click the bell icon for notifications. And as always, this live stream is brought to you by our friends at Hellebarde Games. Hellebarde makes the kind of adventures that they'd like to play, whether it's for Castles and Crusades, whether it's for the OSR, whether it's for 5th edition. Old School is in play at the table with Hellebarde Games, and you can find them on their website at hellebardegames.com or on DriveThruRPG. We'll be back tomorrow. You're in trouble because Kyle's coming back, and we're going to have a lot of fun hanging out with Kyle. Thursday, we may have special guests. Now, of course, we always want to end on an up note. We don't know what Ernie's status is. I haven't heard back from anybody about Ernie's health. We've got our fingers crossed. We're hoping against hope. If things stay normal, of course, Heidi and Eric will be here. If things take a turn for the worse, we're certainly not going to lean on them to be guests. And if that's the case, we're just going to have a nice, lovely open evening, crack open a beer, talk. You know what? Maybe we'll look at that absolutely awesome gaming zine we got in Mail Call Monday yesterday. And Friday night is, of course, Gamma World, where I will disintegrate Doomsword's character. What? He's still here? Shit. Where everything will be fine and their characters will level. But anyway, you guys have an absolutely wonderful evening. Again, I want to thank all of my players, Doomsword, Mobius, Thane, and Kevin. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you to everybody in our audience. Thank you for your supers. Ricky, that was awesome. Mwah. Check out his channel, DN Disability, LHRPG Official, and Vaughn Gifford. As always, I, of course, am your one and only host, the only guy in the entire world who stands between you and the dreaded owl bears. Peace, everybody.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me to the show.